episode review of Bleach, episode 269. This episode contains spoilers, so if you do not want any spoilers, you can just click the X button. So, yeah. So, in this episode, it's about the Visors returning and getting into the battle. The first half, however, comes with a flashback, what happened in 101 years ago, which means that the pendulum swings around, which makes a marking sign, oh great, another flashback. So in a way, another half of the episode to get down to the real action, the present action. So yeah. So the flashbacks were a little bit differently made than usual. They cut it very short, throw different scenes, mixing scenes in, not making that too complicated for you, but still make you keep focus, because to remind you what happened that past year. Although like me, if you have it on DVD or on iTunes or whatever, you technically do not need to watch that, but you could, just for the heck of it, which I did. And then after the flashback, it comes back to the present, where Shinji and Rako and the Visors are all standing there, and Shinji says hey, I want to say hi to some of their old pals. And the only one that went to see their old squad member, it was Lisa, and she wanted to see Shonsui very quickly and came back. But as we figured out, that Shonsui was actually fake pretending sleeping, and of course Lisa saw right through him and tried kicking him around and say wake up, Captain, and so and so. And then Shinji came to visit the head captain, telling him we're not really much your allies, but we are sort of in the same side. But I know that will not happen, because in the future, a big spoiler alert, the missing captains Sosuke Aizen's Spot, Gein's, and Tosen's Spot will be replaced with some of the Visors. Not gonna tell you who will get the captain spot, because you have to find that out by yourself. They're gonna mention that, I believe, before the episode stop. Oh well. So yeah, then this huge eyeball thing releases Menos Grande from its eye or from its mouth, one of the both. Well, thanks to Wonder Vice's scream. And then the Visors all attack the Hollows in different sort of fashion by putting on their masks on, and you will see all of their masks, even the ones that you would not imagine. I mean, for instance, Hachi and Love and Roses, and you even find out some of their powers too. It's Rose is music type Zanpakuto, because he has a sword crossed like this, the hilt here, and then this sword like that, and then he does this with his arms, with his mask on, and just plays the imaginary piano, trying to conduct something, and by that time destroying a hollow. As for Love Agawa, he can he has supermassive strength, putting his hands through a hollow and pulling it out, and yeah, more about it you can watch more on Anime Radio or something like that. And yeah, and so on and so forth. And Shinji comes close with Aizen and almost gets him until Tosen almost slashes Shinji Hirako's eye, and then Sajin Kuromura and Shuhei Hisagi, both of them come out of nowhere and try to confront Tosen at last. Well, it's about time Shuhei came back to life, and then yeah, that's technically it for this episode. They have now a new ending, which is Echoes, which I believe is pretty effective song. I mean, it's quite emotional for story plot, and it's quite nice. I enjoyed this episode. And for next week's Bleach episode, we're definitely gonna have more like the intention part, because all the advisors like scatter around to go like to defeat like Tiali Bell, Baragon, and Tiali and Stark. So more about that. See you next week.